Welcome everybody. Do you want to graph like a pro? Well, here's a way to use Google Sheets to make sure that your graphs are effectively communicating the relationship between two variables. If you take a look at these two first graphs, you've got a bar graph and a line graph, which are fine. However, I really don't know what they're saying. I mean, I can see that there's a huge increase for chart, but all these kind of bell curve. This has a big increase and it happened at that time, but I don't know, was that minute 7, minute 8, year, something? So the problem is that we need more. So we try to use the acronym TAILS. So make sure all of these components are on your graph before you submit to somebody to look at. So you should have a title that quickly conveys the purpose of the graph. Your axes should be independent versus dependent. Your intervals need to be equal amounts. So I give props to these two graphs. They did do intervals, so every 2, here's every 200, here's by every 50, so that's appropriate. But as we notice, labels, I have no idea what these things are for. So please make sure your labels are clear and they actually include units if necessary. And then scale. So scale is one of those things where maybe we should have zoomed in, zoomed out. So this one seems appropriate. You have from 0 to 1,000, trying to showcase the ups and downs. This one again seems scale is appropriate. You're trying to get all the information in there without losing any ideas of what's happening with the data. So let's try an example. So here we have a data set where we've labeled our independent is the years of trees. So it goes 1, 2, all the way to 10. So we have chosen the specific year we want to look at. And then for 3 different forests, we measured the thickness. So the thickness depends upon the year. And the year is independent of anything. We just randomly chose that we want the years of a tree. So first up, we're always going to take only one data set to kind of see what should this data look like. Then you have two options, insert, chart, or up at the top you can click the insert chart icon. Okay, so this is what we should look. This is pretty good. It gives us the labels for the dependent and the independent and then puts them as a generic title. So here if you click the 3 dots, it says edit chart and it'll bring up a whole entire panel to the right. You've got options. You can change the chart style. So if you want to have more of an area one, or you want to try to do it the bars, columns, but again, I don't think the bar is right for here because you could have a tree that is 1.5 years or 3.5 years. So we want to have instead either the scatter and you choose to draw the line on top, or sometimes more appropriately is just with the actual line chart. So in our cases, line chart or scatter chart, scatter plot is where we want to start with. Okay, draw it to the side. Let's now try to take all of the data, again, insert a chart. Now it automatically likes to go to column chart because it's saying, okay, for year 1, we have 5, 10, and 6. So it's trying to plot this information across 3 columns for that 1 year, which sometimes may be most appropriate, but for science, it really isn't. We want to see a trend. We want to actually see from 5, 7, 9, all the way down for the forest of A versus B and C. So we want to have like 3 different trend lines. So what we could do here is try switching rows and columns. This one did not work for us. So we're going to try to go back, switch the rows and columns. So instead, maybe we need to go back to the scatter plot. And so now we could try, that looks kind of like, okay, the blue is going up, and then average thickness of A and B. So this looks more appropriately. And maybe we could choose the line, and that looks fine. But notice now we lose the title. So again, go to Customize and Chart Titles. You can fix everything here. Drop down menus. Right, let's go to our second example. In this situation, we have a lot of information in this chart, which is fine. However, the Google does not know how to process all that. So when you select all of this and try to plot, you get again that idea of the charts. And again, it's like looking, okay, yeah, it's for soccer team 1, we go from 75 to 152 to 224, but notice it's actually taking that 15. So it's trying to say for soccer team 1, it's these 4 different components, which isn't good for our science concept. So we can come to edit the chart and then look at, again, try switching the rows and columns, try switching to a line, And again, we're still getting that weight of shoe in there. So that's not what we want. We want the weight of shoe into the different descriptions up here. So problem with this is got too much descriptive data. So we need to rewrite the graph where all the information is pulled out. So we're looking at our x-axis. What we are choosing to measure is 10, 50, and 100 distance. And then what we are actually, the resulting measures is the amount of time to reach that distance. So now with this new graph, we're going to select our data, insert the charts. Again, we want to go with the line, and you'll notice, okay, this is getting closer, but it's still looking at sample 1 going from 75 to 149 down to 32. So it's not quite what we want. We want to know for sample 1, we want to see it go from 75 to 152 to 224. So we want sample 1 to be a connected line, not by the 10s, 50s, and 100s. So this is where we need to say, okay, switch the rows and columns. And there is the graph we want. So for sample 1, it goes from the 75 up to the 152 to the 224. Again, missing a lot of labels. So go back to customize and fix anything you think necessary. And have fun in here. Some of these things are, you could change different text color, font color. So don't be afraid of the editing. Worst case scenario, you come back again, select your data, and start from the beginning. I hope this gives you confidence in creating graphs using Google Sheets. Again, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. But you do also have down here a full detailed supportive website that kind of goes through all components. So good luck with graphing.